Hello, my name is Danielle Snow. I achieved my bachelor's in Sociology and Gender and Women's Studies here at Western Michigan University in 2018. I'm currently a third-year master's student in the Department of Sociology and a first-year MSW student through the School of Social Work. My research interests include FAT studies, LGBTQ topics, and sexual violence prevention and response. I chose to achieve the social justice signature pathway for my master's in sociology. My involvement in signature designated campus programming has shifted over the years from being an undergraduate student and an RSO leader to now being a graduate student and a graduate assistant in the Office of Health Promotion and Education. In my time on our campus, social justice has been and continues to be at the center of my academic and activist work. Because of collegiate courses, RSO work, and other extracurricular programming, I've been able to build toward a comprehensive understanding of social justice. This understanding is that social justice is both vision and action that resists inequity and oppression and strives for liberation and joy. Building a social justice framework has looked like taking on opportunities to educate myself or become educated by others. It has also looked like making mistakes and experiencing the necessary moments of accountability afterward. Putting social justice into action has taken on the form of educating my social circles through conversation and programming, in addition to advocating with my community. In this work, I have learned that a pillar of social justice is intentional community building and partnership. We absolutely cannot do this work alone. So my peak project was a workshop that I developed in the fall of 2019 titled On Fire, an anti-victim blaming workshop. Here at WMU, I'm the Sexual Assault Prevention Education Coordinator. This means I oversee our F.I.R.E. Sexual Assault Peer Education Program and our F.I.R.E. Resource and Support Center. F.I.R.E. stands for Fighting Ignorance and Rape Through Education. Our peer educators go out and educate their peers on different topics within sexual violence prevention. Our F.I.R.E. Resource and Support Center is a place where WMU students, faculty, and staff can go to receive information on sexual violence response and the resources available to survivors. For my peak project, I developed this workshop with the purpose of getting Western Michigan University students to unpack the issue of victim blaming. Victim blaming describes thoughts, actions, and statements that hold victims of harms or crimes at fault for the violence inflicted upon them. We see victim blaming happen far too often to our survivors of sexual and intimate partner violence. So I built this workshop not merely to introduce the idea of victim blaming as a negative social concept, but to get workshop participants to think critically about how they can tackle this issue in their own social circles. As the coordinator for sexual violence education and as a survivor myself, victim blaming is a significant issue to me. Many individuals do not realize the damage that victim blaming does to our survivors. This peak project allowed me to directly engage with students on such an important topic. Additionally, it gave me a positive and powerful pathway for making change in my own community. In the pilot run of this workshop, I had 20 students participate, and nearly all of the student participants achieved each learning outcome of the workshop. These outcomes included knowing resources for more information on the topic of victim blaming and supporting survivors, being able to define victim blaming, and being able to list different ways that they could put a stop to victim blaming in their own lives. 16 out of these 20 students reported feeling more equipped to share information about victim blaming prevention after attending the workshop. Students were also given the opportunity to share their perspectives and any suggestions for feedback on the workshop with me. One student said, "You helped me better understand how to help others in situations." Another student wrote, "I was not very aware of victim blaming, and now I know how to end it." And one of the most meaningful comments I received said, "This workshop taught me to show empathy." Ultimately, this workshop had the exact impact I was hoping it would. The students who participated learned just how prevalent and damaging victim blaming is in our society and how they can prevent this harm from continuing. As I reflect on my experience at WMU and in the signature program, I think the biggest takeaway I'm leaving with is that learning does not just happen in the classroom. We have a great deal of lectures, workshops, and events that offer our WMU community rich information, skills, and opportunities. We also have so many students doing RSO work that goes far beyond textbooks. Overall, we have incredibly passionate people doing profound work on this campus and in our community. I'm so grateful to be a part of something larger than just myself. So thank you to the Office of Health Promotion and Education for giving me the opportunity to create powerful and necessary workshops. And thank you to the WMU Signature Program for allowing me to put my passion into action. After I graduate with my master's in sociology, I will continue on with my degree seeking. I'm hoping to achieve my MSW by the summer of 2023 so that I may go on to do both social science research and clinical social work. Go Broncos!